Hey guys, what is up? It's Zero. Welcome back to another episode of Pets of Azeroth. Today we are going to be going over the final two additions to Battle for Azeroth. We are going to be going over Uldum with the assaults, and we are also going to go over the Vale of Eternal Blossom assaults also. So, just a heads up before we get into this, um, the pets listed in the zone are included with the original pets that are capturable or fightable or any of the above here in these zones. So, doing the research and checking on what new pets were added, I was only able to find a few that were added in along with whatever other pets that were already in the zone from before the assaults. So with that being said, we're going to go over Uldum first. All pets included that can be gotten from Uldum. There are 20 impossible. A few of them I can tell that they are from the assaults, but a lot of them I cannot. So we're just going to go over all of the pets that can be gotten from the zone, and a few of them, their location or the way to get them will basically determine if it's through one of the assaults or if it is something from when the zones before the assaults. So the Akir Tunneler is a drop off of Skixtraz, which I believe is one of the rares in the assaults. I believe. Cursed Dune Watcher, you can get from the Uldum Accord supplies. So that is the additional grab bag you get from completing the reputation. After you've gotten them exalted, it has a chance to drop out of one of those bags. The Desert Spider is a battle. It's also available in other zones. The Dung Beetle, the Elementium Geode. The Dung Beetle is also available in other zones. The Elementium Geode comes from mining from a drop. That's going to be from Cataclysm. The Emerald Boa is a fight that's also in other zones. Gloop is a new pet that you can possibly get from fishing in the areas that are currently under the assault. It can be fished up either from Uldum or from the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. The Horned Lizard is a pet battle, specifically in Uldum. The Leopard Scorpid is also a pet battle, specifically in Uldum. The Locust is specifically in Uldum. It's a pet battle. Mac Frog is a pet battle, specifically in Uldum. The Oasis Moth is a specific pet battle in Uldum. The Oasis Void Duster is specifically in Uldum. The Pygmy Camel is from Provisioner Quora, which I believe is either going to be tied to the assault or it's going to be tied to the Ramkin people. I'm not sure which. Rot Breath is a drop from Lord Ajquiri. which is a rare, I believe, tied to the assaults. The Shadow Barb hatchling comes from a quest called They Grow So Fast, specific to Uldum. The Sidewinder is available in multiple zones. The Tolvier Scarab is a pet battle specific to Uldum. And the Void Scarred Locust is specific pet battle to Uldum. And the Wicked Lurker comes from the amalgamation of flesh in Uldum, which I think is also tied to one of the assaults, I believe. But those are the different pets that can be gotten in Uldum, whether that includes the Cataclysm version of Uldum or with the assaults. Unfortunately, the system does not separate any of those out, unfortunately. So that's just all of the different pets that can be gotten in Uldum. Now, in the assaults, there are also 4 World Quest pet battles in the zone. First off is going to be Retinous the Seeker, and he is an eyeball. He is located at 61.05 by 31.55. And we'll pull him up here real quick. And he is a magic affinity pet. He uses Chaos Beam, Nightmare, and Void Crash. Chaos Beam deals mechanical damage. Nightmare deals magic damage and causes the target to receive 50% less healing for 2 rounds. Void Crash launches a massive bolt of void energy at the enemy team. After 2 rounds, the bolt will hit, causing the current pet to take magic damage and become stunned for 1 round. The most common fight available for him is going to be Icky with a Corrupted Blood. Other alternatives could be Icky with a Fell Flame. You could use the Unborn Valkyr with Icky and a Bale. You could use the Unborn Valkyr with a Chitterspine Skitterling and the Emerald Whelpling. There are a few different options available that you can use for this particular world quest. All of these are also single target fights. There's only 1 enemy, similar to the other world quests from Nazjatar and Mechagon. Next up is I Am the One Who Whispers. He is located at 61.54 by 53.88, and it is one of the abomination looking pets. He is also magic affinity. He uses Vicious Fang, Ravage, and Void Tremors. Vicious Fang deals beast damage, and that damage is increased each time it's used up to a maximum amount. Ravage deals beast damage, and if the user kills an enemy, they restore some health. And this attack continues for 2 rounds. Void Tremors causes a Void Tremor to form under the enemy pet. In 2 rounds, it will take magic damage and be rooted for 2 rounds. The most common team for him is going to be Icky with little bling. Other options could be an infected squirrel with a blood gazer hatchling. You could use the unborn Valkyr with an icky, and there are a few unborn Valkyr options listed. So there are a few options available for him. Next up is going to be Dune Buggy. And this is located at 35.88 by 31.62. And this is going to be an Akir sand crawler. So it's going to be one of the Akir pets. He uses Scratch, Burrow, and Locust Swarm. Scratch deals critter damage. Burrow dives underground on one round. Next round pops up, deals beast damage. Locust Swarm swarms for one round, summons the locust for one round, and then swarms the enemy, dealing critter damage. The most common team for this particular fight is going to be the unborn Valkyr with a Chitter Spine Skitterling and Xu-Fu, the cub of Zuin. Other options include the infected squirrel with a Dibbler, the unborn Valkyr with an Icky, Bone Shard with a Zandalari Ankle Render, Hogs with an Empowered Mana Fiend. A few different options available for this particular fight also. And then last up for Uldum is going to be Watch Where You Step. It's going to be a little slime ball. It's located at 57.57 by 43.63. The target's name is Blotto. He's a little ball of goo. He uses Ooze Touch, Void Slap, and Devour. Ooze Touch deals magic damage. Void Slap deals magic damage against the entire team. And then Devour deals beast damage, and if it kills with it, it restores health. Devour will last for 2 rounds. The most common team for him is the unborn Valkyr with Little Bling and the mechanical Pandaren Dragaling. Other options can include Bone Shard with an Ankle Render, a Wayward Spirit with Foul Feather and the Twilight Clutch Sister, the unborn Valkyr with Icky and Bale, or the same combo with a mechanical Pandaren Dragonling instead of Bale. So a lot of different options for that fight. And those are the 4 world quests that are available in Uldum. Up next is the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Again, Gloop pops up there because he comes from fishing. You can get the corrupted tentacle, which comes from the Wheel of Nazoth, which I believe comes from the raid. The Gilded Moth is a pet battle specific to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. The Golden Chirper is a specific pet battle in the zone. Cuddly comes from the Forgotten in the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. I do believe that is a rare. You have the Pandaren Air, Earth, and Fire, and I believe also the water spirits. Those are from a quest chain in the zone. The Void Glower is a specific pet battle in the zone. The Void Skimmer is a specific pet battle in the zone. The Wind Feather Chick is a drop off of Zanku in the, I believe, one of the assaults. You also have the Dancing Water Skimmer, which is a specific battle. You have the Eternal Strider, which is a specific pet battle. The Golden Civet is a specific pet battle. The Yellow-Bellied Frog, Bullfrog, is a specific pet battle. The Effervescent Glowfly is a specific pet battle. And then the Golden Civet Kitten is also a specific pet battle. There's 19 total pets, and that you can either fight or get from drops. There are also 4 pet battles in this zone, also associated with the assaults. Up first is going to be K Tiny the Mad from Tiny Madness. He is located at 56.09 by 28.41. He uses Feedback, Deflection, and Twilight Meteorite. Feedback deals magic damage. Deflection allows him to reflect the next attack made against him, and it always goes first. Twilight Meteorite calls forth a meteor onto the enemy team, dealing Dragonkin damage split amongst the entire team. The most common team to fight him is the Unborn Valkyr with the Macabre Marionette. Other options could include the Unborn Valkyr with a knee biter, the Unborn Valkyr with a squirrel. You could use the utility Mechano Claw, which is a pet you can get from Mechagon, with the knee biter. A few different options available for this pet battle. Up next is going to be Brain Tickling, and this is going to be a little faceless type of pet, and his name is Tormentius. He is located at 57.57 by 54.52. He uses Beam, Nethergate, and Torment. Beam deals magic damage. Nethergate deals magic damage and forces a swap. And Torment deals all the enemy team for 20% of their current health, and it will heal for 100% of it. The most common team for him shows Icky with a Fell Flame. Other options could be the Unborn Valkyr with a Knee Biter, the Unborn Valkyr with an Icky and a Spawn of Onyxia. A few different options available for this fight also. Up next is going to be Living Statues Are Tough. And this is going to be one of the statue type of pets, Baruch, the Stone Defender. He uses Crush, Stone Rush, and Rock Barrage. Crush deals humanoid damage. Stone Rush deals elemental damage, and then deals some of that damage back to himself. Rock Barrage hurls rocks at the enemy, dealing elemental damage. And then rocks continue to fall on the current pet, dealing elemental damage for 3 rounds. The most common battle for him is also going to be the Unborn Valkyr with a Macabre Marionette. Other options could include the Unborn Valkyr with an Icky, the Seaborn Spore with an Icky, and another undead type of a pet. You could use Bone Shard with an Ankle Render and a Knee Biter. You could use a Sister of Temptation with an Ankle Render and a Shadow Barb Hatchling. So a few different options of pet battles you could use in this particular fight. And last up for Vale of Eternal Blossoms is going to be Flight of the Vilthik. And that's going to be a Vilthik hatchling, which is a little, kind of like a little Klaxy, one of those bugs. He uses Slicing Wind, Cyclone, and Omni Slash. Slicing Wind hits 1 to 3 times, dealing flying damage. Cyclone summons a Cyclone, which has a 35% chance to deal flying damage to the enemy team for each round, last 5 rounds. And then Omni Slash deals humanoid damage to all pets. The most common setup for him is going to be the Unborn Valkyr with another Fairy Dragon. Other options could include the Unborn Valkyr with an Infected Squirrel and a Tinytron. You could use the Nether Fairy Dragon with a Chrominius and a Nexus Whelpling. You could use the Umbrafin Spore with an Icky and an Erudite Mana Fiend. A few different options available for this particular battle as well. And that's going to cover the Vale of Eternal Blossoms also, and the pets that are available there, and the different world quests that are available there. But other than that, that is going to cover it for this episode. We've got roughly 3-ish or so weeks left before Shadowlands is released, and I'm going to put some older zones together, or I'll probably also get some content put together for the raiding with leashes, to get a guide-ish put out about those, what pets you need, and what raid each of the pets come from, probably starting with the first raiding with leashes and working our way up. But other than that, thank you very much for listening, and any of you that are watching this on YouTube, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if these are helpful as far as your pet battling or collecting is concerned. And then for you listeners listening, definitely leave rates from the sites where you download the podcast. But thank you all, and we'll see you in the next episode.